Kerri, and I'm in front of the Royal Ontario Museum at the 2010 Toronto International Film Festival. I'm going to be speaking with actor Reynolds and director Rodrigo Cortes about their latest project, Buried. It's a film about an American truck driver buried alive in Iraq, surrounded by 170,000 square miles of desert with 90 minutes of oxygen, a Zippo lighter, and a BlackBerry smartphone. Let's go talk to him.
Yes, 911.
I'm from Hastings, Michigan. I'm a driver for CRT. My convoy was ambushed. I'm buried in a coffin in the ground, and I need help. Please send help. I'm begging you.
How did you end up in the coffin, sir?
I was put here.
Can you tell us what is Buried about?
Take it away, Rodrigo.
It's about a guy in a box.
Yes, it is.
And still people like it. So I wonder what exactly they didn't understand.
Yeah.
Do you have an answer for that?
I don't. I think people love a thrill ride. I think that's what's going on there. People love to be put in a situation where they think, what would I do if I were buried 6 feet underground with only a cell phone and a very limited amount of light and oxygen? It really tells that story from the perspective of this guy who I play named Paul Conroy, and it's a real story of survival.
It's a ride. It's a physical experience. So if you want to know what being buried alive for an hour and a half is, Buried is your film.
Yeah.
I'm an American citizen. My convoy was attacked, and I'm being held for ransom. I need $5 million, or I'll be left to die here. These threats are real, and will be followed through on.
Tell us a little bit about the filming process. How did you film this?
It was really difficult. The first thing I did is not to use too much logic, because if I used logic from the very beginning, I was going to figure out very soon that it was impossible to make the film. I wanted to figure it out when it was too late. I mean, now I know it's impossible to be done, but now it's too late. And then, in practical terms, we had to invent a couple of things. So we designed and built in 7 different coffins, 7 different boxes, for 7 different needs. So we had to achieve a certain number of impossible shots. So we needed to invent a couple of magician tricks. And at the same time, we had to shoot really, really fast. We had to shoot in just 17 days, so it was real agony. It was a real nightmare. Especially for him, it was very, very hard for him. In physical terms, because we sent him back to LA with his back bleeding, with his finger literally fried because of the heat of the lighter, with his skin totally destroyed, but also in emotional terms, because he develops all the human catalog of extreme emotions, from primal fear to panic to hope, anger, surrender, accepting, whatever, you name it.
So tell me, Ryan, a little bit about the psychological part and the emotional part. How has that impacted you since filming, and even when you see it now in its entirety? How does that?
It's hard to watch. For me, the movie's hard to watch. But the easier part for me is that I'm watching the film and I sort of forget it's me. Whereas other films, I kind of realize, constantly reminded of things I would change or do. But the whole filming process of Buried felt like a fever dream. So I see things in the movie that I don't recall doing at all, and that's kind of a neat feeling, but all of that anxiety and all of that panic that you were immersed in each day made it really tough, I think.
For some reason you feel attracted to things that scare you.
Yeah.
And it's a physical experience for everybody. It's funny when you see the audience at a crowded theater, because they react exactly the same and at the same time. They are totally synchronized, so they are all seated on the edge of their seat with their body like this and reacting at the same time. You can hear it, you can almost hear it. So it's very interesting.
What are you doing right now to help me? Let me out of here, and I promise you I will get you the money. No.